Good morning. Morning Musings by Melinda. Did you have a great 3-day weekend? You know, one of the things Bill and I love to do is just to putter around our house and fix things up. Bill's so talented. He can do anything. He can tile. He can paint. If I can conceptualize it, he can make it. But today we're talking about a couple of things. A drum roll. Our winners on my birthday giveaway are Julie Cook and Tony Trevisio. That's Julie Cook and Tony Trevisio. Please call the office at 480-755-0222 so that you can get your free hour for a reading. Julie Cook and Tony Trevisio. And what we did was we just took the numbers and picked 2 random numbers, and that's how we got it. So Julie Cook, you've got a reading from my birthday. Congratulations. I saw you just jumped on. Okay, so today what are we talking about? We're talking about grouchy, grumpy, and grudges. And the energy or the vibrational frequency of somebody that holds grudges. And it's very interesting because if you've ever looked at the Course of Miracles, which is a really fabulous book to have, it's a hard book to get through, but it's a great book to have. It talks about the direct way to connect with the Holy Spirit and to have a vibrational frequency that shows God light from within you is through forgiveness. So if you're a grudge holder and you are carrying on a grudge for a very long time, you're in deep trouble karmically, because forgiveness isn't for the other person anyway. It's for you to release you from the chains that bind you vibrationally and energetically from holding on to a grudge. And a grudge doesn't do anybody any good. Have you ever known somebody that's held a grudge and you can't even figure out why? And you've tried and tried maybe for years to make some kind of a connection with them, and they continue to shun or reject you. That's not your karma. That's on them, and they have to figure out what it is within them that wants to hold on to that negative energy so tightly. Unfortunately, that negative energy can create a vibrational frequency of dis-ease or health issues in one's body. We have to remember that the purity of who we are depends on what we're doing with our emotional baggage. It's not just what you're doing as far as exercise and eating right and keeping hydrated. It's your emotional body too. And you can't pray away a vibration of holding a grudge or being angry or being anchored by something that may have been a misunderstanding or something that you may have misconstrued from your own childhood dynamics. Even if you have a parent that has been very difficult and toxic, you may not want to have a relationship with that person, but you have to move into a state of forgiveness in order for that anchored frequency to not interrupt your health and well-being spiritually, emotionally, physically, and so on. So I would love for you to understand that forgiveness is really not for the other person. And grudge holding is certainly not something that shows true spirituality in any way, shape, or form. I just love those people, don't you, who profess to be Christians and then behave in an entirely different way. So if you are holding a grudge, I hope you'll look at yourself and move into forgiveness and maybe do some journaling about it and maybe pray and neutralize it so that it is not in your frequency of energy. How about people who are grouchy and grumpy all the time? You know, Oscar the Grouch on Sesame Street is a beloved character. But the truth of the matter is there are people that are grouchy and grumpy all the time because they just love to embrace negativity. And we see that all the time on Facebook. Innocent posts can be criticized by people in such a way that it makes my head explode. It's like, are you kidding me? That's a positive post and you're finding fault with it. Those kinds of people also have a frequency of energy that anchors them inappropriately because they can't get out of their own way. It's like having blinders on. They're so totally focused on something that's negative, and they have to be grouchy and grumpy about it rather than opening up to having some wonderful positive energy flow through them. And it's like putting your finger into an electric socket. That's how the universe is. You can either let that, electrical energy or the energy of the universe, flow through you in a positive way, or if you're sticking your finger in it, it flows through you in a negative way and really can kill you. So that's the long story about Grouchy, Grumpy, and Grudges. And again, congratulations to Julie Cook and Tony Treviso on that birthday giveaway. I hope that you guys are absolutely going to have a fantastic, wonderful week, and that you're going to think all positive thoughts this week. And if you think negative thoughts, try to chase them away with some kind of a reframe where you look at the positive parts of whatever it is that you're struggling with, so that you can move your frequency of energy into light. And if you're holding a grudge against somebody, take a good long look at that and see if it's really serving you, or whether it's an issue that's anchoring you in ways that does not allow you to move into your God self. Have a great day.